If you weren't aware that Paul McCartney had a brother in the music industry, that may have been a deliberate choice. Peter Michael McCartney, who went by the stage name Mike McGear, likely adopted the pseudonym to avoid associations with his famous sibling and to sidestep assumptions of nepotism due to his connection to the Beatles Paul McCartney. McGear's time in the music spotlight was relatively brief. Throughout his career, he released just 2 solo albums, the last being the 1974 rock record McGear. Though marketed as a solo project, the album was heavily collaborative, featuring contributions from Paul McCartney, the band Wings, and several guest artists. It's unfortunate that McGear never achieved the same level of fame as his brother, as McGear had much to offer. His musical approach stood out for its originality and subtle humor. However, the album remained somewhat obscure and never fully captured mainstream appeal. Given the looming presence of Paul's towering success, it's understandable that Mike struggled to carve out his own space in the industry. Nonetheless, McGear found fulfillment through other creative outlets, namely photography and acting. He likely didn't dwell too much on the limited success of his music career. That said, the McGear album holds considerable charm and is definitely worth a listen. One track that might ring a bell is Leave It, which was recorded at Abbey Road Studios and saw a fair amount of success, reaching number 36 on the UK singles chart. The rest of the album is equally impressive. It kicks off with a powerful cover of a Brian Ferry song. Linda McCartney played a significant role as well, contributing harmonies, backing vocals, and synthesizer parts on several tracks. McGear's 2 daughters also provided vocals on The Man Who Found God on the Moon, and the Hull Orchestra made a notable appearance. What makes the album particularly touching is that McGear expressed genuine joy about working with his brother. In the liner notes of the 2018 reissue, he reflected on the experience, describing it as a magical and thoroughly collaborative effort with Paul. Though McGear may not hold the same stature as Paul McCartney's solo works, it remains a hidden gem. For devoted McCartney fans, it's certainly an album worth having in their collection.